This is lesson 12.3 about standard form. We have looked at two other forms, slope-intercept, point slope, and now we're going to look at standard form. Standard form is written in a different way. It's written as capital A times x plus capital B times y equals c. If you notice, we have both the x and y on the same side of the equal sign, and then we have c equal to a constant. For example, it might be written like this: 3x plus 2y equals 8, or 5x minus 3y equals 7. These are examples of equations that are written in standard form. Now, the other thing is A and B are not both 0. A and B are not both 0. A could be 0, B could be 0, and C could be 0, but A and B can't both be 0 at the same time. We also want to make sure that their greatest common factor is 1. So sometimes we might take an equation and divide the whole equation by the same number to make our coefficients here and our constant smaller. Now, when you graph a line, there are two intercepts. There is the y-axis and there is the x-axis. So we have two intercepts. This point is called our y-intercept, and this is when x equals 0. The x-intercept is when y is equal to 0. So where the line crosses the y-axis, x equals 0, and where it crosses the x-axis, we have y equals 0. The x-intercept and the y-intercept. So let's suppose that we are given an equation, ax plus by is equal to c. Now, if I wanted to find the x-intercept, the x-intercept is when y is 0. So if y is 0, then b times 0 gives you 0. And we would have ax is equal to c. Now if I divide both sides by a, then I get x is equal to c over a. So my x value right here, when y is 0, is c over a. Now the y-intercept is when x is 0. So in that case, we would have a times 0, and that term would give us 0, but then we would be left with by equals c. And then if I divide both sides by b, we get y equals c over b. So what we have then is the y-intercept is c over b. The x-intercept is c over a. Now in part C, we're going to take this equation